not saying anything.
He ain't saying nothing. You gotta go talk to him. I mean, because it's not my fault.
He won't talk to us.
Okay, enough of that. Hopefully, it said there's not available memory, so I deleted the other video, so hopefully now it'll work. We're going to talk about The Search of Noah's Ark. This is a great book. Probably not for liking. I don't know, it's very convincing. I mean, they have these people from all around the world. 5,000-year-old mystery. And it even says, I'm going to get my phone cord out of it. There's images. They got fucking documentation of it. They found pieces of it on top of that mountain. There's a picture of them. There's a picture of Ripley, from Ripley, believe it or not, whom I do have also a book of. Where's his picture at? Look how small I tried to write on there. Writing really fucking miniature. Where's that fucking image at? I just had it. Crap, I was thinking fucking uploading the video now, so they're gonna talk about it. There. There it is. Ripley. We found Noah's tomb. A bunch of crazy shit. I have a book of him right here. He has 3D glasses to really do it, but I've looked at it anyway. He even said, Ripley said at the end of here, that even one of the things he found was bullshit. I have a picture of it on my phone. It's like this fucking mermaid thing. He even says in here that it was a false. Everything else is real, but this thing he said was fucking bullshit. There's crazy shit in here. Even when that you can write in 2 directions at the same time, going backwards and upside down. Isn't that nuts? And upside down backwards at the same time. Both directions. There we go. I just love the artwork on it. So I wonder if you can see it too well. There's like this little goat guy. I think I've looked at this image a long time. It's like there's 3 characters and then there's that little. I think the goat guy is the authority figure, and they're all have this puzzle they're trying to figure out. This book's scary. It looks like a kid's cartoon book, but it's actually really gross. It's a good book. It's a series of unfortunate events. This is the only one I found. I found it at a flea market. I don't know where the fuck it came from. It says testing center, and there's all this artwork in it. It's really neat. Like sometimes the writing it'll be different, which I like to see in books. Like when they change fonts and stuff. They don't do that much of that, but they do have illustrations in between chapters, which is a step forward in my mind. I thought there was illustrations in here. Oh yeah, there is. See, it's like this. At the head of every chapter, I think it happens. See, there was one in this too. Well, fucking, I don't know. This book's scary. I recommend it. I highly do. Apparently, the inspiration for it or something. This guy found this tear-soaked letter. And it's a tragic story. The author, I'm thinking that's a pen name. Blue-Eyed Witch. This is like this is the female version of Louise L'Amour. If you're into those pulp westerns, this is her kind of version of it. She writes similarly to him. She does the same Bonton books, which is my favorite author. He's one of my favorite authors. Is Louise L'Amour. He does those westerns, you know, like the Great Valley War, the Sacketts, the Warrior's Path. He's done shitloads of books, and I've read some of them. I don't have Jubal Sackett. That's the one I'm trying to find because that's a rare one. But I got this one, The Blue-Eyed Witch. It's got romance. See, there's her. She's like kind of like the female version of him. Well, William Gibson, Burning Chrome. I think this is actually one of his short stories. I have the short story collection of his, and I have this. He's a cyberpunk author. He did Johnny Mnemonic, which is the movie is completely different than the story. Like I don't even know where the fuck they got the movie. The movie idea is completely. The movie I love was that let's flip it around. So I'm gonna do VHS tapes. So display 'cause that's one of my favorite movies. This is Burning Chrome. I think I didn't get very far in it. How far did I get? I didn't get very far. I have to pick it up again. He's like goes to these Jamaicans. He's in like a spaceport area, and like there's no gravity. And I don't know. This is one of my favorite series. Bloody Crown of Conan. There's the coming. I think I have the Coming of Conan. These are just fucking awesome stories. These are amazing. I can't even emphasize that enough. Conan stories are so great. Solomon Kane, the Tales of Solomon Kane. I have those on audio disc and the books. I have the Savage Tales of Solomon Kane somewhere. I do have it. I have another Conan book too. He's one of my favorite authors. I liked him, H.P. Lovecraft. They were friends. And Robert E. Howard lived to the age of 29 before he committed suicide when his mother died. But he was one of the most amazing authors. He writes poems. His poems are so funny. He writes poems about Solomon Kane. Like they'll be riding in the forest, and he'll like shoot at a guy point blank, and that's his poem. This one has illustrations. I think it has a lot of illustrations in it. Like these guys that love these stories go back and illustrate the stories. See, there's cool shit in there. My favorite Conan story, this one has Hour of the Dragon, which is his longest one, I think. I think that's the longest Conan story, and it's one of the best. It has everything. Conan's king, and then he's not king, and then he becomes king again. He gets imprisoned, and he fights a creature in the dungeon. That's a cool fucking thing. What story is that? The Bloody Crown, the Hour of the Dragon here. We're still in Hour of the Dragon. My favorite, I can't choose. There's too many to choose. I really like Red Nails a lot. That's one of my favorite. I read that one a shitload of times. This is still Hour of the Dragon. That's how long this one is. This whole book is mainly Hour of the Dragon. People of the Black Circle, he gets on a pirate ship and he goes out and there's these weird guys that throw these people in this pond. Conan's with a woman. I think that's the first one. That's a weird one. They start out on a boat and they go to an island. See, this one has drafts, it has fragments, so you can borrow from this, untitled synopsises. Kind of, they're just fragments. The Witch Shall Be Born, which one is that? I don't remember that one. The Witch Shall Be Born, I'm trying to remember which one it is. Is that the one where he goes out to in the snow? Oh, that one, that's not where the dragon is. That's so annoying, man. Coming of Conan. This one has the Hyborian Age. I think it has maps and shit. Phoenix on the sword. That's a good one. Where he gets that sword at the end. Miscellanea. That's a cool illustration. This is one of my favorite book series. I've read this entirety. The Devil in Iron. It's been a few years. Oh, that's fucking cool. That guy's got a chair. Conan doing what he does. Conan just being himself. It's this Zeuxel of the Dusk. Is that the one with those 4 god magicians? And they go out and they have invisible world. Or was that Tower and the Elephant in this one? Iron Shadows and the Moon. Tower of the Elephant's a weird one. Black Colossus. I'm trying to remember some of these. It's been so long. Queen of the Black Coast. This is the one with the pirate queen. Conan becomes her servant. He joins his pirate queen. And they're kind of like lovers. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think it ends with them though. Here's a poem. Believe green buds awaken in the spring, that autumn paints the leaves with somber fire. Believe I held my heart in violet and lavish on one man my hot desire. The song of Belit. I like when there's little poems in there. You'll see Tolkien do that a lot. Sometimes, at the beginning of chapters, they put shit in. He'll put something. That's cool. Pharaoh's Chariot. There's Tower of the Elephant. This is probably his weirdest one. He meets this thing. This is probably the weirdest one. He goes, this guy and this thief, Conan and this thief, they go to try to get this treasure out of his tower, and there's a lion. And the thief has this powder he blows, and it kills the lion. They climb up there, and there's a big spider, and the spider kills the thief, and Conan kills the spider, and then he finds that elephant thing in the tower, and there's this guy that imprisoned it or something. I don't know what he was called, but that's a good one. Phoenix on the Sword's a good one. I mean, this is just preludes, or just introductory. They're just going to talk about this. The guy's going to talk about Robert E. Howard, and he's going to talk about the illustrator probably has to say something, and the guy that compiled these stories. I would like to illustrate some Conan. That'd be cool. I have before, but I never got into public. Okay, that's it for that one. I'm gonna go get some food and then I'll upload this.